Hello students, today we will do the poem A Nation's Strength, which is written by Ralph Waldo Emerson. He is also known as William Ralph Emerson. In this poem, the narrator tells us about the things which makes a nation strong and powerful. And in this poem we will come to know which things are necessary to make a nation powerful and strong. Let's start. In the first stanza, what makes a nation's pillars high and its foundation strong? What makes it mighty to defy the foes that round it throng? Here in this stanza, the poet is asking a question: which things can make a country strong and powerful? And according to you, which can be the biggest strength of a country? Here the poet is asking the question that which things can make the pillars high of a country or a nation and which can make the foundation strong. Which things can make it powerful to challenge the enemies which are surrounded in a large number of the country. Here throng means a large number and foes means here enemies. Here he is asking that which things can challenge it enemies who have crowded all around the country in a large number. It is not gold, its kingdom grand, go down in battle shock, its shafts are laid on sinking sand, not on abiding rock. In this stanza, the poet is giving answers by himself, and he says that it is not gold which makes a country strong or powerful or great. Here, gold stands for material progress. A country may have a large number of or treasure of gold, money, everything, but material progress is not permanent and it may go and come, as any battle can destroy this material progress. As we know, the material progress do not provide strong base to a nation. Here shafts means buildings, and which buildings are stands on a weak foundation. Sinking sand is compared as a weak foundation, and which countries are based or stand on a weak foundation, they may fall anytime. And it can be like a sinking sand, and which is not long lasting and which can may fall anytime. Is it the sword? Ask the red dust of empires passed away. The blood has turned their stones to rust, their glory to decay. In this stanza, the poet again puts a question: is it the sword which can make a country or a nation strong or powerful? Here, sword stands for power. The nations who are very strong or powerful and that bully other nations to accept them defeat or threaten these countries or nations. As we know in history, there were many rulers who fought many battles, and these rulers are no more now. And we know as the results of that battles also. The bloodshed made these strong pillars of these nations or these empires weak, and they have destroyed the glory of these nations also or these empires also. And the glory which is gained by the battles by the empires, this is also not for a long time and this is also not permanent, that has been also destroyed with the passage of time. And is it pride? Ah, that bright crown has seemed to nations sweet, but God has struck its luster down in ashes at his feet. Now, after explaining about the battles that never made a nation or a country strong and powerful, the poet says that the pride of wearing glittering or shiny crowns also never made a country strong or powerful. As in the history, there were many empires who were very fond of wearing these bright crowns and they loved to wear these shiny crowns on their heads. They also felt very proud of being powerful, but the glory of these also had passed with the passage of the time. They had also spoiled their glory and they are not also permanent. Their glory is also not permanent. Not gold, but only men can make a people great and strong, men who for truth and honor's sake stand fast and suffer long. Here in this stanza, the poet says that it is not gold or wealth which makes a country or a nation strong and powerful. Only the people and the men who are living in that country that can make a country strong and powerful. Which type of man can make it strong or powerful? The person who can stand by truth and honesty and who can suffer for a long time for their great values and virtues can make their countries strong and powerful. Let's do the last stanza. Brave men who work while others sleep, who dares while others fly, they build a nation's pillars deep and lift them to the sky. Here in this stanza, the poet is telling that these are the brave men who can make their country strong and powerful, who are active, alert, and who are working hard for their country. They sacrifice their sleep for the safety of their country, and these are the men who challenges and never run away from their duties, and they work hard for their nations and for their nation's progress. These type of men can make the country's pillars high and make the country strong and take their country to the high in the sky.